My name is Tim Carter. This is a broadcast for iamcorne.org, but very specifically for the community of Jacksonville, Arkansas, where Landmark Missionary Baptist Church faithfully gathers together, fully gathers together. That's at 2200 Marshall Road. This concerns the gun violence in schools, the tragedies that have now become infamous, and a great deal of energy is out there. So what can we do? What are we doing? Well, a school watch program, which we've placed that on our marquee outside, and people have been meeting for quite some time, several years of which I'm aware, around this large principle of school watch. I was involved by a very lifelong community member of Jacksonville, Arkansas, Patrick Thomas. He's been here since 1960. But he invited me to a neighborhood watch program. And of course, as a pastor of a church, watch is what we emphasize. And the principles in a school watch program are much like the National Neighborhood Watch. If you go to the website National Neighborhood Watch, and I think it's .org. Yes, .org. And you'll see a lot of principles there that are universal and applicable. And also, if you go to the website that has been built here locally, then you'll know there are people who have been interested. You can read about how substantial and compelling their content is. It's a website. You can reach it by going to Jacksonville, an envisioned future. .com, and you'll see quite a bit of information there about that. When you go to the National Neighborhood Watch, you can also find a program. There's a tab that you can click on. It'll show you the local ones in our community. But when we talk about a school watch program, it first and foremost applies to our citizens in our communities, and it's more or less the principle of a hedge, for example, provide a protective hedge. So if we define opportunities, you'll notice that there's a lot of similarities to the preventive policies and protective policies that are already in place, that just simply want to transfer those to or expand those to improve the community that surrounds, let's say, a particular school facility. And when you define the opportunities, evaluation, and then identify core elements, and this would be, that's why the principles, proven principles of security measures that are already in place throughout our nation and our state, and then always evaluate. So 1, 2, 3, evaluate our options. And this is where everyone can get involved now. Evaluate options. But the school watch program promotes a principle that all pastors, Christians, are involved in, a hedge of protection, similar to the principle of or the compassion of a shepherd to guard sheep. So there's always a perimeter, there's always a hedge, if you will. And just a good mnemonic device to remember is for those of us who want to approach it from the spirit of it and the heart of it. It's first the priority well, that would be kids first, so that's nothing new for anyone. That's the priority. And then the prevention, that's where just a little acronym, Hedges of Prevention Endure. So that principle of hedges of prevention endure. They'll endure by policy changes or enactments of policies. This will improve. This is from the community's view and how to support its local schools, facilities, teachers and administrators who work inside those schools, and then first and foremost on the hearts and minds of community members, citizens, school teachers, administrators, and all the security professionals involved would be, what do we as a community do to help shore up and provide a hedge, if you will. And just remember, hedges of protection endure. They work, and this process has been going on for quite some time. I was encouraged to see how diligent and vigilant people have been in our community of Jacksonville, meeting faithfully, gathering together for the purpose of evaluating, and they want to define their opportunities, identify the core elements, and then begin the evaluative process of what are our options. And our options are transfer principles. You can read this on the Jacksonville and envisionfuture.com. You can look at the same principles, similar, which it shows a good rationale, no extreme, just very practical, good, hard work to sit down and evaluate, because like the Neighborhood Watch, National Neighborhood Watch, our nation is built on the strength of our citizens. Well, our community of Jacksonville, Arkansas is likewise built on the strength of our citizens. And it's every day we encounter situations. Until I was made aware of a school watch priority, a program, it never had occurred to me just how few times I've deliberately, when passing a school building, took the interest to see if there was anything I should notice or report, or just simply make a mental note and follow up on it. I've never personally have even evaluated the policies in our own community concerning neighborhoods that are in close proximity of a school. I do know there are policies that involve certain crimes of predation, where restrictions near schools are imposed and enforced and upheld. So simply applying this is why I can support this with so much passion. More importantly, it's a great way for our entire community to step up and step in and relieve a lot of the stress in our school system, especially in Jacksonville, Arkansas, where we have a new school district, great leadership, great administrators, very energized board members. So they just need our support, and this program focuses on the community and our response to it first. And remember, hedges of protection endure, prevention, protection, all this. So hedges of protection endure. All right, that's it. You have a blessed day.